Hey everyone, I'm Dale Stiles, and this is my week 3 discussion on the nature of teleworking. I'd like to start out by saying this is me. This chapter is who I am 24/7. I'm totally connected all the time. I've got 3 computers, a tablet, and a phone, all within the confines of this small bedroom that I use as an office. I also have 2 machines plugged into the television in the living room and in to the TV in the master bedroom. There's another tablet and another laptop tucked away somewhere, probably in a closet. I pull them out from time to time. And of course, the family's got their devices, and all I can say is, my home's like a big used computer warehouse. If you need parts, come on by. I've got hard drives, I got memory, I got all kinds of stuff. I've never heard of this show called Mad Men. Never heard of it. But I think I understand the description. I think we've all seen that scenario in one form or another through the years. After I retired from the Navy and I first started working for the company I'm currently working for, we were a small office, about 50 people. And I was the IT guy. Now I have about a dozen users that work from home. And I support them remotely from my spare bedroom. And so that makes my commute really short. I'm this guy. I'm Mr. Teleworker. I'm Mr. Networked. You know what I'm saying? So the problem is that I sit in the same chair all day. I sit in it from, morning to evening. If I wake up in the middle of the night, this is where I come. And I work all day. I do my schoolwork here. I do my personal Bible study here, and I do my social time right here. So I spend a lot of time in this room, and I spend a lot of time on this chair and at this desk. And I got to tell you, it's cool. But I feel a little isolated sometimes. And that's no joke. Since I don't commute, my truck sits in the driveway. My Harley sits in the garage. And I watch life pass by my window. I can sit here and I see people walking their dogs in the morning. I see the mail lady when she drops off the mail. And if she starts heading for the door, I run over and meet her. Of course, my dogs do too. They have to bark and say hi, and sometimes they want to sniff and all the other stuff that they do. But she's used to them. We've only been here a few months, but she's used to us. She's used to the dogs, and it's all good. She still gets a little nervous, but we've kind of she's decided it's safe. And of course, I see FedEx, I see UPS, I see them dropping stuff off. Now that it's spring, I'm seeing True Greens. I made like 8 stops today, so this is obviously one of their favorite streets. So I guess I'll sign up for that. I'll see other lawn care professionals starting to stop by and trim stuff. And here in just a little bit, I'll see people coming home from work. So it's cool, but this is kind of what it is. This is what it is right here. So, in order to stay active, I take walking breaks about every 2 hours, and throughout the day, I accumulate about 5 miles a day. Now, obviously, it's not enough to combat all the sitting, and honestly, it's taken a toll on my back, my wrists, and my shoulders, just being like this all the time. I don't sleep well at night because of the stiffness and the pain. And honestly, I'm wondering how much longer I'm going to be able to keep it up. Also, since I'm home all the time, people think I have time to do whatever I want. Yeah, no, that's not the case. I'm busy, like all the time. And since I have corporate email on my phone, I'm always, and I mean always, connected. People know this, and they find me when I don't want to be found. Anyway, I like it. In fact, I love it. But I'm ready to unplug and move to the mountains, you know. I maintain balance at home in much the same way that I maintain balance on my ships at sea. I was in the Navy for 22 years. I'm literally in the same spaces all day and most of the evening. And to kind of divide it up, I have blocks of time set aside for different tasks. And that keeps me sane, I think. I've tried to unplug, but truly struggle at this because it's not just about my work. I'm sitting here in front of two 24-inch monitors that they sent me, and then since it has multiple inputs, I can actually reach out and switch to my personal computer, and then I've got laptops and everything else. But it's not just about work. It's I've got bills to pay and people to stay connected to and things that I'm interested in. So there's YouTube, so I can watch those types of things. And so I can grab my laptop and go to another room and sit down, but I'm basically doing the same exact thing, just in a different location. So it just, it's become, it is what it is. And I hate to say that. I mean, anybody that says it is what it is just isn't thinking outside the box. But this is who we've become as a society, is everything's online. So I have to have one of my devices. And since I'm tired of always being in this position, sometimes it's better to be in this position. But, I don't like typing with my thumbs. And so that's mostly just for swiping and liking. But anyway, I really don't know what I would do with myself without some sort of a keyboard under my fingers. I just don't. It's been decades now, and that's just become who I am. Many have encouraged me to write a book, which is another sit in front of the keyboard thing, and I'd really like to, so that's why I decided to take a course in communications. But I have to tell you, I would say that if you don't have a good reason to be in front of a device all the time with all this blue light attacking your face and your retinas all day and most of the night, I would seriously, and I mean seriously, unplug and run as far as you can away from it. Just wipe the data off your phone, your other devices, and just go. Now, and I'm serious here. My personal dream is to move to the mountains, or someplace with a lake, and build a home just from lumber and sweat and scratch out a family garden with a few farm animals and live like Grizzly Adams. I probably won't have a bear named Ben, but I got to tell you, I think, simple life is the right way to go. My wife is mostly on board with this, but her version is to sell the house. I mean, we just bought it, but sell the house when we retire completely, buy an RV, and go see the country. Now, I like my version better because it really doesn't require a lot of money. It's sell everything, move into, a modest house, and live off the land for the most part, and not be connected to all this stuff, But, she'll get her way because she always does. That's just the way it is. So I'm still working and doing everything I can to support our version of the golden years. I look forward to your feedback, and I'll see you in the comments.